Hello again, this is Jeremy Arney, Interim Leader of the Canadian Action Party. Over my right shoulder you can probably see an old bridge which is being replaced. It's a bridge which was one of its kind. It was a drawbridge that goes way up in the air. It carried both vehicles and trains. It was built many years ago when bridges were built to last. Its carrying capacity was way above what's needed from it today. Super Bees could go over there and not even cause it to tremble. However, politics being what it is, and I sometimes regret that I'm involved in politics, but there we are, that's beside the point. Politics being what it is, it was decided to spend huge amounts of money to replace that blue bridge instead of repairing it. The original estimate to repair was some $20 million. The current cost, I understand, in replacing it is now well up over the 130 million. So I'm a little bit puzzled as to why we want to do that. But it brings up another point, and that is that here in British Columbia, municipalities are not able to use the Bank of Canada to finance their needs. They instead have to use something called the Municipal Financing Authority. That's all they can use. I've asked several different people in different municipalities and they say the same thing. We are mandated to do that. Now this is an interesting point because it's mandating a monopoly. And I was under the impression that monopolies were illegal in Canada. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you think? Anyway, the fact of the matter is that with the Bank of Canada, this thing could easily be financed to be repaired in a matter of months and still be there as an object of ugly beauty for the people of Victoria to enjoy every day, for visitors to come and marvel at. But now, in a few short months, the other spans will be built there and that thing will be torn down and sent off to Japan or China for melting back to come back to us as Toyotas or Subarus or Coca-Cola cans or something. Sad really, but there you go. Anyway, enough of that. It was just something that was over my shoulder, and for those of you who didn't know, that's another example of bureaucracy gone nuts. Spend 5 times as much as you need to replace something you don't need to replace. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So at this time, the Government of Canada, or the Parliament of Canada, is back in session again for the second day of this year, 2015. Yesterday, nearly every single member statement was electioneering. So from now until October, we can look to anywhere between 16 and 18 electioneering statements in the House of Commons every day, 5 days a week, non-stop. This is how we're conducting the nation's business now. Instead of people telling stories about their communities, about the good things that happen all over the Canada, how communities and ridings have wonderful people in them, doing good, or as a friend of mine says, doing gooder. For the benefit of that community, for the benefit of the less fortunate in those communities. We're not going to hear about those. We're instead going to hear about electioneering, promises, threats, lies. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And what sickens me, and I think should sicken you, is that it's your money and my money that's paying these people to do this. It's not acceptable to me at all. Absolutely not. Anyway, the good news is that at the end of this year we will have an election of one kind or another. Hopefully we will get a mixed bag of people in there with a minority government who will start acting as the majority of Canadians want, who sent a minority government back there. And hopefully there will be a lot of our members there too. That's up to you. Please support us in that. And so for now, from wishing goodbye to the blue bridge over my shoulder, I will talk to you later. Thank you.